I'm so excited to come before you. I'm Dr. Lewis D. Smith, and this is WSW Radio, the number one internet station. And our show today is our podcast where we just focus on just plain issues. And we got a topic that I think that can be to the point, hit a point, be just the point. The title of that show is Understanding Our Capacity to Overcome Adversity. Uh, Having them to Sunday, Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. As a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, I will be up there. I'll be coming up tomorrow, and we'll be commingling to the point that we'll have our leadership institute over at the DoubleTree downtown, and I know you are having your convention or boule at the Gaylord Nashville Hotel. I tell you, it's awesome to get a chance to come together, the blue and white constitutional bound family, to come together. And I just said, keep doing what you do. If you haven't made it to Nashville and you're there, I look forward to seeing you because I will be in the house. I will be walking and going to the vendors and the many other things, looking at doing a live broadcast there. I'm looking at it. So we'll see how things work out. So what we want to do today is focus on the title, which is Understanding Our Capacity, because our voice podcast, being the internet talk radio show, the only internet talk radio show that advocates grassroots perspective and the individuals at our level. So what we want to do is to give you enough information so you can gel with us. Our website is WVSW Radio, the internet station, 23.wit.com. Me as a guest on or either one of the social media devices that the network that you want to be invited as a guest. I'll see some people being invited, and I'll go to the point of hitting the invite button. I want you to jump on it. I know you may slide and see what it is and get out of here, but it'd be good if you just take that opportunity. I want to thank the two guests that we had yesterday. They came in. That was Sonia, Miss R. Price, I believe, as well as unapologetically. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, as I mentioned, by Riverside.com, you can use this link, which is riverside.com/studio/WB-radio-intranet. If you want to share your opinion, your stories, and examples live with me, you can go to these social media sites. And that's going to be Facebook, Big O Live, Talk Live, and that's at Gilberto Smith. Also, the second Facebook channel would be the Smithway Enterprises. And also, when you're in there grinding and looking at TikTok, you have an opportunity to check out Lorinda D'Alberto Smith. There are several opportunities you have to be a part of it. Just use Dr. Ed D'Alberto Smith and Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville in regards to Facebook. Tango.com, and that'll be WVSW-radio-14059. Twitter would be at Dr. L. D'Alberto 2017. YouTube, you have Dr. Lorenza D'Alberto Smith, number one channel, R1 channel, and then you have the YouTube channel, the Smithway Enterprise. We want you to subscribe, we want you to join us, and just be a part of what we're trying to do here. We thank you in advance if that's what you choose to do. So truly, let's make it do what it do. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Okay, we got all that. What's going on? I think that was an old one. I'll get back. Let me end that one. Okay, there were 61 people. I want to write it down because it was just getting started up. Let's do it. I know the people now and say why he keep putting his hand inside of this. So we're going to make it do what it do. So as I was saying that, you can join us and check out on-demand episodes for WBSW Radio by going to Alexis, Apple Podcasts, Ed, Google Plus, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Pod Paradise, Snitchers, Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon Podcast. Go to Google podservefm.com and it'll populate the information. Type in WVSW Radio and you'll have audio only, but you'll get a chance to listen to our on-demand episode. WVSW Radio, the number one internet station, has listeners and watchers in 61 countries and on 6 continents. We're interactive. We want you to be a part of it. And I see it say invite to chat, but out of the room, I want you to take an opportunity and send something directly and as a group, and we'll make it what it do. We truly want to provide the opportunity so you can be a part of this. So WVSW Radio, number one internet station, open the door so you can be a part of what we're doing. Register for WVSW Radio giveaways by sending your name and a means of transaction. When you send your name, we put you in the raffle. We have several prizes that we raffle off, gift cards, won a few down hotel stay, 3 nights, 4 days, 5 nights, 6 days, internationally, domestically. We have car wash with a detail of $75. Then we have book bags, and movie pass, 2 movie passes we'll be giving to you. And we're going to throw in possibly buying carton of popcorn, box of popcorn, 2 sodas, so you can really enjoy. We're going to throw that in because it's all giving back. That's part of our raffle. Now, we ask you to send your name. You can type your name in on social media, whatever site you're on, type in the name. And if you want to be a part of where we're giving the cash to you from $5 to $100, you need to send us one of these means of transaction: Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and we'll ask you to send it to Lorenza D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. And if you want to type it in while you're live with me, it would be awesome as well. And I'll make sure I write it off and put it in for the raffle. We ask you to sow a seed with WVSW Radio by sending a like, hit a like button. I want you to hit many like button. If you're just joining us and you're still just trying to see what it is, Ashley Queen, hit the like button. We appreciate it. As well as Westner, thank you so much for joining us. Miss Keel, Liz, Audrey, Henderson, thank you so much for joining. Hit the like button. I need you to do that. Hit that like button. As we was talking about sowing a seed with us, when you hit that like, we will really appreciate it, and we will make sure we give you that shout out when you do it. You can hit as many hearts as you want to, as many likes if you want to get. We thank you. You want to also purchase prizes you find. You got an opportunity because you can monetize with us, and we do it through Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok, Big O Live, Podbean, Riverside, Super Live, Tango, Tick Live, Twit, and YouTube. That's an opportunity for you to monetize with WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. Let's talk about our show title, Understanding Our Capacity to Overcome Adversity. I want you to take an opportunity just to think about you being able to understand or be self-aware of yourself to know how to overcome adversity. You have a capacity to be able to do that, but you must have a focus along with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about it. Just think about overcoming adversity and having a clear understanding of what capacity do you have to be able to do it. We are gathered here. Just think about it. We are all gathered here today. And I want to thank you. Thank you for choosing to be present in the moment, for choosing to listen, and for choosing to reflect on a subject that touches every human life. That's adversity. Today, I want to explore something profound. Our capacity to overcome adversity. Not just the dramatic challenge that makes headline, but the quite but the quiet struggles that shapes our character, the internal battle no one sees. The moment when we doubt ourselves, question our worth, and fear we cannot continue. And I want us to kind of think about questioning our worth. Self-worth is important. You must understand your own self-worth. You begin to question it. You question it from your inner self. There's a moment of doubt that comes into your life. We all do. But there's fear, fear of abandonment, fear of failure, sometimes fear of being successful. Simple because it is an adversity that we have not been able to come up with the capacity to deal with it or to overcome it. So we have to kind of think about it. See, the next 90 minutes, it's going to be a 90-minute show. We will journey through what adversity is, how it affects us, why we are built to overcome it, and how we can harness our inner strength to rise above it. Leads us to what adversity really is. Adversity is often defined as hardship, difficulties, or misfortune. In other words, life challenges. Adversity is more than an event. It is an experience. It is the collision between expectations and reality. Think about that for a second. Adversity is the collision between adversity, what we see sometimes expectations, and we see adversity as reality. It is the moment when life says, this will not be easy. See, remember I talked, if you was part of the show several days ago, I talked about indulgence, self-indulgence, and talk about how the brain is wired. Our brain is wired for things, for comfort. We're wired to avoid pain. We're wired for easy. So we're not wired for adversity. So we have to make sure we understand that those hardships and difficulties, along with misfortunes, are expected. So they're part of the expectation of life. They are real, and what we have to make sure that we understand it's not going to be easy. Adversity can take many forms. A loss. If you participate in athletics, in some contests, when you lose the game, that's adversity, and you can question yourself. Failure. You don't pass the test, unsuccessful complete the training or the degree, you have to deal with failure. There's adversity, illness. We all encounter some type of illness. It's adversity. Rejection. We will have an opportunity in life to be rejected. All will experience some form of rejection from family, friends, workplace, community, organizations. It just, rejection occurs. Financial struggles. If you lack the ability to be literate financial, you will struggle. The struggle is real. Emotional pain. If we're not mature, not stable, the pain that comes from grief, the pain that comes from failure, the pain that comes from fear, the pain comes from feelings, creates you to struggle emotionally. Uncertainty. A lot of us fear uncertainty. That creates adversity. Then we have fear itself. Not being able or not believing you can do something. You think that you can't. I was listening to some content person and they always shout out, give me peace. I don't want problems. Because problems come and create fear of failure. Change. No one likes change, but to grow, to prosper, you must encounter change. Give a shout out to Sonia R. Price, who's joining us. Sonia R. Price Herbert, that's joining us. Thank you so much, Sonia, for coming back today. It's truly a blessing to have you here today. So as we talk about adversity, we gave you some examples of adversity. See, adversity is not a sign that something is wrong with us. It is a sign that we are alive. Adversity is not a sign that something is wrong with you or me or us. It's a sign that we are alive and we're going to experience loss. We're going to experience failure. We're going to experience illness. We're going to experience rejection. We're going to experience financial struggle. We're going to experience emotional pain. We're going to experience uncertainty. We're going to experience fear. We're going to experience change. We're alive. To live is to encounter resistance. Remember that. To live is to encounter resistance. To grow is push through it. Adversity is not the enemy, it is the catalyst. The human relationship with struggle describes adversity. You're alive, you're experiencing adversity in a moment. See, human beings have an interesting relationship with struggle. See, you didn't even know you had a relationship with struggle. See, we can't avoid it, fear it, or resent it. And yet, we are shaped by it. Talk about struggle. Our greatest strength often emerge from our greatest challenges. Think about people you admire, the leaders, the innovators, the survivors, the creators. Their story is not defined by ease. Your story is not defined by ease. Your story or stories are defined by endurance, not by ease, but by endurance. See, we do not admire people because life was kind to them. We admire them because they rose when life was not. Struggle is not a detour. Struggle is not a detour from the path. It is the path. There's a biology of resistance, a biology of residuance, a biology of not giving up. Let's talk about something fascinating. We are biologically wired to overcome adversity. Our brain will adapt. Even though our brains is wired for easy, comfort, avoid pain, we still can adapt. Our bodies endure. Our emotions evolve. our mind learn, our spirit strengthen. That's how we overcome adversity, knowing that God created us to be able to adapt, to endure, evolve, learn, and strengthen. We will face hardships. Our brains rewires itself. The neural pathway shift. New connections form. We become more capable, more aware, and more resilient. Resiliency is not a personality trait. It is a biological process. It reveals our fears, our insecurity, our assumptions, our limits. But it also reveals our courage, our determination, our capacity to grow. Just want you to think about the title. Understanding our capacity to overcome adversity. Just take those things that I just shared with you about what your brain and your psychological aspects is wired to do and willing to do is to reveal our courage, our determination, our capacity to grow. We must confront ourselves. We must confront everyday life. See, we have to make sure we put ourselves in a position to be successful. You have to remember that personal trait of being able to work hard, being able to focus on our time and our energy to get the job done. We're built to recover. We're built to survive. Even when we think we're going to bend, we may bend but not break. We may bend, but we may not break. Because you are built to survive. But more important, you're built to recover. That plays in psychological aspects, which is your well-being, the psychology of overcoming, the psychologically adverse forces us to confront ourselves. It reveals our fears, our insecurity, our assumptions, our limit. But it also reveals our courage, our capacity to grow, our determination to succeed. Psychologists often talk about post-traumatic growth. See, you didn't know that you go through post-traumatic growth. You go through a traumatic experience. After that traumatic experience, it's time to grow. You may need support. You might need help to grow, but you do go through a post-traumatic. The phenomenon individuals emerge from hardship stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than they were before. Adversity can clarify your values, strengthen our relationships, deepen our empathy, increase our confidence, expand our perspective, heighten our gratitude, ignite our purpose. That's what adversity does for you. All of them are actions. All of them are an opportunity for you to grow. See, adversity does not just test you, it transforms you. So remember, adversity gonna transform you, because when you go through some traumatic, there's a post-traumatic opportunity for you to grow. Be the best version of yourself. See, the stories we tell ourselves, when adversity strikes, the most powerful force in our lives become the stories we tell ourselves. Do we say, this is impossible? Or, I can find a way? Are you the one that said, this is impossible? Or are you the one that said, I can find a way to make it work? Or do we say, I'm broken, or I'm healed? Or do we say, I'm alone, or I can reach out? The narratives we choose determine the path we take. The narrative we choose determines the path that we take. Adversity is not just an external challenge. It is an internal conversation. And the voice we listen to becomes the reality we live. If we say we can't do it, the voice telling you you can't do it and you will not do it. If you say it's impossible, understanding that's adversity, you say, I'm going to find a way. I have a plan. If you have a plan, you're going to work that plan. If you say you're broken, you have to say that now I am healed to do what I was created for. See, the role of hope when we're dealing with adversity. Hope is not a novice optimism. Hope is not pretending everything is fine. Hope is the belief that something better is possible. Even when we cannot see it yet, we must believe in our internal conversation with ourselves. It's possible and I can do it. Can't give you the answer, but I know I can do it because I want to put the work in. I used the other day when we was talking in the podcast, we was talking about scientists. See, scientists will keep experimenting, even if they fail, keep on experimenting. How life should be for you. You should keep going and document your data so you can get to a point where your data can be acceptable to you. Data is your outcome. Data is your results. The role of hope. Hope is the quiet courage that whispers. Try it again. Hold on just for a little while longer. Keep going. You'll succeed. You are capable of accomplishing the task. You are worthy. God is worthy to be praised. You are stronger than you think. Hope is the fuel of residuance. Without hope, adversity becomes a wall. With hope, adversity becomes a doorway. Remember, without hope, that fuels the residuals that I don't never want to give up. I'm going to always work hard. I'm going to keep on working at it. That way, if I build a wall because of the traumatic experience in my life, you're minimizing your opportunity to have hope to succeed. See, hope is the adversity, the trouble I've been through. It becomes a doorway to success. See, the power of choice. See, I gave you some choices you can choose to make. Not only with the role of hope, even with this story. You say this is impossible, or you say I can find a way. I am broken, or I'm healed. See, if you're broken, you're not going to be good for anybody, not even for yourself. If you're broken and never healed, don't go into relationships because they won't be healthy. If you say I'm alone, but you just a dial away, a shout away, I can reach out to you. This is what we're talking about, hope. Hope is the quiet courage that whisper. Try again, hold on, keep going. You are capable, you're worthy, you are stronger than you think. That gives you the choices, the power of choice. Adversity often take away our control, but it never take away our ability to choose. I want to say that again. Adversity often take away our control. You want to be in charge, you want to be in control, you want to control others, that's a choice. See, adversity take that away. Because when you're trying to control somebody, something gonna come, gonna give you a challenge. But what you have to have that ability to choose. See, when you choose attitude. See, we can choose an attitude. We can choose our response. We can choose our attitude or choose our response. We can choose our perspective. We can choose our next step. We can choose to ask for help. We can choose to keep going. Choice is powerful. Choice is a power, not control. Choice is an agency that works for you. Choice is freedom. We've had 250 years. Celebration on July the 4th. Call Independence Day. It was a choice. To get here, we had to make choices. Choice is power. Choice is an agent. Choice is agency. Choice is freedom. You can choose to say, you're not free. That's your choice. It was the freest country of God's creation. Some of you said, well, we're not all. Well, and you make that choice to live with that. You must justify why you said that. You can't make me feel that. Can't do it. See, I have a choice just like you do. Even in the darkest moments, we retain the ability to choose how we move forward. If you feel like something holding you back, you haven't chosen to move forward. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to be in adversity. But see, I choose to move forward. I choose to do the work. I choose to make life better for me. And I don't sit up here and woe is me, be a victim. I'm going to work hard. I'm not going to allow somebody else to put in my mind that I can't make it because there's elements out there keeping me from it. It's a choice to accept that. You must choose courage. You must choose to strengthen your community by being a strong advocate to deal with adversity. See, when you understand adversity and how it strengthens our community, we have to try to think that no one overcomes adversity alone. Let's see you, Sonia. I'm gonna give you an invite in a minute. Just hang on in there. I'm gonna get it. No one chooses adversity to overcome adversity alone. Even the strongest individual rely on support. See, when we're going through something and we don't have the ability to deal with, I don't care how much training you have, how many degrees you have, and what all you have, when you say I'm capable of working on others, but we're not capable of working on ourselves. They a lot of times said the best counselor can counsel others, but need a counselor to counsel them. The best therapist can give therapy to others, but they need a therapist themselves. See, we have to understand that because we are stronger individual relies on support, friends, family, mentors, community, and even strangers. Connection is one of the greatest predictors of residuance. We share our struggles. We lighten our load. Someone come and going through a struggle and you say, what's going on? You take time to listen to them. You lighten their load. You could be a stranger. I don't know if you ever had this to happen to you, but because when I speak to good morning, how you doing? There's someone, no matter who they are, takes that advantage because I had that to happen to tell me what was going on in them. I was a stranger to them, and they was a stranger to me. But you know what? The open spirit, inner self, my internal self allowed them to see that this person is worthy enough to hear what's going on. But they wanted to leave it with you. They want to leave it with you. But it's okay. Because we do share struggles. We have to lighten our load. See, when we allow others to help, when we're going through adversity, we expand our strength. Community reminds us that we cannot and should not be isolated. Community reminds us that we are valued. Community reminds us that we are human. God created us to be and live in community. Didn't create us so we can live alone. If you're lonely and you live alone, it makes you lonesome. Whether it's family, friends, mentors, workplace relationship, whatever you have, it's hard to just live alone. I'm gonna hit the button here, Sonia. I want you to come in here when you get an opportunity. I'll send you the invite. Because see, we have to remember adversity can isolate us, but connection restores us. When you connect with others, it restores you. It restores you to your rightful place. So it's all right. Adversity allows you the courage to continue. You go through and overcome adversity. It's not about being fearless. It's about being courage and sometimes courageous. Having courage and being courageous. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward despite fear. Courage is waking up and trying again. Courage is asking for help. Courage is admitting you're hurting. Courage is choosing healing. Courage is believing in yourself when doubt screams loud. Courage is taking one more step. Amazing when someone going through rehab. I can remember several years ago, my little daughter had knee surgery. She had a couple times knee surgery. And she was out there walking outside the apartment area, and she was videoing it. And she said, I can do one more step. And she kept taking another step and another step and another step. See, that's courage, because you can do one more step. Courage is not dramatic. Courage is persistent, not giving up. That's what courage is. I'm gonna hit the button, get some invites here. She's a vibe. I'm gonna give you an invite. Come in. You can share your thoughts about the courage to continue. We're talking about adversity and why you will continue. I'm looking at some stuff here, and it's kind of showing Christy Bryant. Send you the invite as well, and you can share your thoughts if you wanted to come in about courage to continue when you encounter adversity. The next important thing about adversity is how to strengthen our capacity to overcome. Do you know how to strengthen your capacity to overcome? See, our capacity to overcome adversity is not fixed. It can be strengthened, expanded, and cultivated. And here are 5 practices that build resilience. Face challenges directly. Avoid increased fear. Actions build confidence. Put the work in. Do the work. It builds your confidence. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness you would offer a friend. Build support, supported relationships. Connection is a protective shield. Develop healthy coping strategies. Exercise, journaling, meditation, creativity. These matter. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what you cannot. Resilience is built through repetition. Every challenge becomes training. Remember, you keep working, keep going. Every challenge becomes training. Every setback becomes preparation. Every struggle becomes strength. I want you to kind of keep in mind, we're focusing on understanding the capacity to overcome adversity. Hard work, time and effort builds repetition. Every challenge becomes a training session. Every setback becomes preparation. Every struggle, adversity becomes strength. This is WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. Again, our title is Understanding the Capacity to Overcome Adversity. We've shared many things here today, and hopefully some touch bases. I still see some people want to invite. I'm hitting invites. I'm going to hit the invite that you come in if you want to talk. We have Loretta.m. Let's invite you, Loretta. Also, we have is that Michelle. Invite you as well. Come in and share your thoughts, if you don't mind, in regards to overcoming adversity. We got some people making a request. Co-host. We've sent you the invite. You can join us. As we get ready to close out on WB Radio, the number one internet station, Our Voice podcast. Again, I'm Dr. Rosa D. Smith, and we're focusing on adversity. We want to really close out with this. The truth about us. Do you know your truth? Do you know your truth, Loretta? Do you know your truth, Pedro? Do you know your truth, Michelle? Do you know your truth? So what is capacity to overcome adversity means to you? What's your truth? You can answer that question. So what is our capacity to overcome adversity means to you? It's vast. It's powerful. It's extraordinary. It is often underestimated. It is always present. We are stronger than we think. We are braver than we believe. We are more capable than we imagine. Adversity does not define us. Adversity reveals us. It reveals our courage. It reveals our resilience. It reveals our humanity. It reveals our potential. As we leave here today, carry this truth with you. You have already overcome so much, and you will overcome what comes next. Because you are built for this, because you are capable, because you are resilient, because you are human. You have already overcome much. and you will overcome what comes up next. Because you was built for it. Shout out to Table Talk. Well, is that Tara Elena? Thank you so much for joining. Marianne Valdez, thank you so much for joining us. You're ready for it. You're ready for adversity. Because you have overcome so much to get where you are today. And whatever comes up next, you will be able to overcome. And I am going to invite Table Talk to join us and talk about overcoming adversity. That's what we're talking about. I see we got some Dodgers in there. Let me see who that. Okay, we got one with a mask here. Come on, work with me now. Work with me. Share your thoughts about adversity. Appreciate coming on. Give me some information. We'd love to have it. Well, you can stay there. And when you're ready to talk, we'll be ready. Well, we're about to get out of here. I want to thank you so much for joining us. And I know you wanted to come live, but you must share exactly who you are and share your points on that. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a blessing being here. God has been so good to us. And what I want you to do is think about the adversity in your life. Think about the things you already overcome. Think about not worry about what's going to happen next, because you will be able to overcome it. You will be able to. I'm going to tell each and every one of you all, I love you all. I love you all from my heart. And I'm so blessed to be able to be here. God is so good. He can come a mighty long way to put us where we are today. Our title was Understanding the Capacity to Overcome Adversity. This is WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. Our show today was Our Voice Podcast, where we just focus on just plain old life issues. We're going to make it do what it do. Deal with adversity. Be residual. Be a hard worker. Don't give up, because the best is to come. I'll tell you, we're going to be out off for the next 4 or 5 days because I'm in a conference, and we'll come back on Monday. We're going to make it do what it needs to do. Thank you so much. The Real Estate Mom join us. The One, thank you for joining us. I thought I was going to get you here, Tabletop. Tina, thank you so much. So be blessed, be safe. Man, I tell you, you got it. You got it. You got adversity. You can deal with it. You're going to be successful. And I want to say to you, because I'm blessed, I pray that you are blessed as well. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you again on Monday. We're taking the rest of the week off, going to a conference. We're going to be doing some things all the way up to Sunday. So I told you, I want to see you Monday. And we'll be coming in here Monday, and it'll be an early show at 5 o'clock. We're going to make it do what it do. We're going to be hard knocks. We're going to do a hard knocks. We did straight talk last week, hard knocks. Podcast, and we're going to just focus on life. We're going to continue all of our topics just focus on being the best version of yourself. Take care of yourself, the one. Take care of yourself, the one. It's good having you on here. We have TAS 18-84. Thank you. And I want to say this as I get out of here. I love you. It ain't a thing you can do about it. Take care of yourself. We'll see you on Monday of next week. We're going to make it do what it do.